I bet you wonder why I'm showing you this. All right? I bet you wonder why I'm showing you an empty locker room with a video game in the middle of it. All right. This is, this for my men and, our kings out there, young and old kings, middle-aged kings and whatnot. I want to show you this, man. This is the sexual marketplace in the black community in 2023. Okay? All right, and it's going to stay this way. All right, I'm pretty sure of it. It's going to stay this way because, well, the other half of our community is unable to, you know, unable to course correct, but they keep making demands, on our person and shit, on our liberties and freedoms and shit, And a lot of people are going to tell you, like, this, that, and the other and shit, and it's up to you ultimately what decision you make, what direction you want to take your life in. All right. So, I wanted to show you this shit because, honestly, this is indicative of, the current sexual marketplace in the black community and shit, okay? And you all know why that console, that old school video game console, cabinet is there. That's representative of our women and shit, okay? That's representative and shit. You can choose to put a accordion and play, or you could just leave, right? You can choose to put a accordion and play, or you could just leave and shit. There's always something better around the corner, right? You don't know if the grass is greener on the other side or not unless you go over there and look for yourself, okay? All right? I'm in the shy, the south side to be more specific. And I want you guys to know, okay? There's more to life than what you see outside your window, okay? I know I went and looked for myself when I was young. All right, and I saw a lot of things, but I could have saw a lot more if I had people around to, put me up on game. All right, and you guys have this luxury today and shit, okay? Due to social media and shit, which they use and abuse on habitually and shit every fucking day, 24 hours a day. You have the same option and shit, but you can use it more constructively and shit to rebuild yourself, okay? Break the chain, right? Leave what was taught to you. Leave the shitty things, that were taught to you behind, all right? All that white knight armor and shit, you could leave that right here in this fucking locker room and shit. You could stuff it in one of these lockers or just leave it wherever it falls when you strip it off and shit and go seeking a future, okay? Go find your kingdom out there, okay? That's all I'm telling you. Find out who you are. A lot of us, we live too briefly and shit. And we die too quickly, for others. We die for other people's dreams and needs and wants and desires and shit. You put other people ahead of yourself. I know. They trained us that way. They raised us that way to think of others first. And they called it being a man and all this shit. But how could they know? How could anyone that wasn't born one of us know what it's like to be a man? All right? And if you see a female that does actually know that, that's a counterfeit woman. I'll go no further with that. But I wanted you guys to see a visual representation of what the sexual marketplace in the black community looks like currently and shit, And I want to say, maybe I'll chalk it up to being in this state, accelerated due to the passing of, the Godfather and shit. May he rest in power. And, I'm going to stay on my square and shit. I'm going to keep doing what I can do as long as I can manage and shit until I go to the upper room, hopefully. All right? I want you guys to see this, okay? Take a good look and shit. Do a screen save if you need to, man. This is I'm telling you, this is the sexual marketplace in 2023. How can you, if you play the game and shit, if you play that game that's in the center of the floor, then you deserve everything you get and shit because you can look on the cabinet and see what it's all about and shit, okay? Stand you right in the fucking face. You put that cord in there, you grab that joystick and push that button and shit. But before you do, look up, and see what's on the marquee and shit. It tells you exactly what it is. So you need to take this at face value and shit. because these are a lot of your women and shit. Now, I don't feel the compunction to be nice about it and shit, and say not all and all that bullshit. A hit dog hollers. That's all I really need to say and shit. Okay. SYSBM equals save yourself, black man.